Okay, so I love video games, especially older video games. Now, I know this channel is mainly about morbid curiosity, true crime, and sometimes commentary, but this is an exception I have to make. Sometimes I love video games so much when it comes to the old stuff that I even go to old retro video game stores. I even mod my old consoles and stuff to see what type of homebrew you can put on them, and many other cool things that I like that I don't really show you guys too much behind the scenes. But this is a company that continues to show its true colors from time and time again. What's up, everybody? I'm Amaryx, and today we're talking about DKOldies and their shady online practices. Now, this store was basically an online retro mom and pop retro gaming store that started about almost 20 years ago back in Pennsylvania. And it was an old retro video game store that just had a lot of throwbacks and stuff for the diehard fans who love video games. But over time, as time went on, it seems like they got more greedier and worse and stuff like that. And it's not even a completely bad company in terms of entertainment. They actually have a very interesting YouTube page that's kind of making the whole situation be very controversial in the first place. Feel free to keep in mind that I never actually bought a video game there in general or nothing at all in particular like that. I just happened to enjoy their videos and stuff until I did some further research and saw the constant controversy and backlash that it's recently been getting. So I thought I'd spare awareness after doing my research, and yeah, I couldn't believe what I fucking found. Now, the people that are featured in these DKOldies videos are Joey and the team, and basically they seem like a very happy, just, very passionate about video games, making unboxing videos, making packaging videos for their fans, which, keep in mind, is actually pretty cool, but after this kind of backfires, because of all the things they've been doing behind the scenes. You figured for all this joy and happiness of them just hanging out, having fun, that they wouldn't have anything to hold back in their back of their minds, right? Well, there's a dark secret that most of us kind of know by now that they were holding back for quite some time. Now, I'm going to be pretty direct about this. I've seen people kind of beat around the bush about what they do and stuff, but honestly, I'm just going to get straight to the point. They don't give a shit about their customers. I'm sorry for anyone who buys from them and stuff, because all the stuff they've been doing recently is just absolutely absurd, and the fact that they're not willing to approve on it is actually very concerning, and it's probably going to dig their own grave in the foreseeable future. So essentially what this company is getting in trouble for basically is taking just old video game consoles, trying to claim them as refurbished or advertise them as clean and stuff or almost nearly new, and then taking the items and obviously just not cleaning them at all, and obviously just pretty much just scamming people and charging 3 or 4 times the market price for these used consoles, which is absolutely absurd. And it's oh my god, bro, I don't even get it. But yeah, these people, they've been doing it for so long, you figured they would learn from all the big channels that I've seen that were exposing this stuff and just unboxing them and just trying to literally tell them, yo, you aren't refurbishing your shit, what the hell is going on? And they also have been replying to fans and stuff that didn't agree with their practices and stuff, and just not being a very mature company or very professional nonetheless either. It's my god. But I'll show you some few examples later on in the video. Now, if these prices were about 50 to 150 bucks, depending on the value of the console and everything, and they were just claimed as used, they weren't clean, they were just kind of sold as is, maybe this wouldn't be such a big issue. But the fact that they're selling bundles and stuff for $300 to $500, almost as much as the old console came out, or even more, is absolutely absurd. And another thing too they've been exposed for too is obviously taking third-party accessories, not putting it on the advertisement of their items, and then just straight up fucking shipping it to people, third-party items, and then claiming it as an official controller and stuff sometimes. And that's what the fuck, bro? I don't really care about third-party items to an extent, but if it's so obviously cheap and not even close to the real thing, and obviously like I said, you should be advertising it as a third-party controller in your product in the first place, that it's just not very good business in the long run. And I'm honestly very surprised how many fans they still have, considering after all this drama and stuff going on. Yeah, getting your order film is pretty cool, but I hear they don't do it for every order. They only do it for certain people that beg in their order to film it and stuff. And that's when that may get refurbished and clean, because you've been the lucky chosen one or some shit. But it does not make up all the millions and thousands of consoles they probably did not clean. I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably not millions, but who knows how much they sell every month. But I definitely know they probably sell at least a couple thousand consoles every month from just all the videos I've seen. Now, here's a comment comment that kind of really struck by me, I saw, and I was very surprised. That kind of pushed me to make this video. There's a lot of comments like these I've also seen after I found this that were also very similar to this type of professionalism they display on here. But yeah, this comment says right here from a guy who's upset, says, sad to see good retro sin fraudsters. More sad to watch someone who's a human, Joey, discard all morals and ethics for the value of money. He goes, I hope I'll never shamelessly sell products for a company that forced me to lose my credibility. And I hope Joey doesn't try to rebound into a marketing film that will follow him sadly. And this guy, like, I don't know who like did this, like who replied to this, because it's kind of funny when they reply, they sometimes say their team names. But this dude, he didn't reply with his team name on this shit. But he goes, I'm sorry you're feeling sad. I hope you feel better soon. Heart, like in a band-aid, like. What the fuck, bro? Like, they have a genuine complaint. Like, that's actually a valid, like, complaint considering all the stuff they have proof for all this stuff they've been doing behind the scenes, bro. Like, oh my god. It's so sad, dude. I guess we got a team full of basement dwellers, bro. Like, they're like your stereotypical nerds who have no fucking personality. They're socially awkward, and they're addicted and sexually attracted to their consoles to some extent. But yeah, maybe that's a little exaggeration. But it's like, what can you do? Like, oh my god. Like, fucking, these guys obviously don't know how to talk to people. For a company that claims about them being very passionate about video games, that they sure as hell got some type of attitude problem. Now, another thing I've noticed when I was watching these videos and kind of digging further into them is that one of them showcase fake games and stuff constantly where they have the employees have fun, second guess, and just kind of guess their favorite video game and stuff to see which cartridges are fake and whatnot. But for a company that's been kind of scamming their customers with like overpricing their items and not cleaning them, that who knows, like, are they, like, it makes you question and wonder, like, are they actually going to sell these fake games like behind the scenes? Because yes, they claim it's illegal and they would not do it in one of their comments when people reply to them. But it does make you wonder, like, you know, they already have no fucking issue just selling people fake consoles. I mean, not fake, but unclean consoles when they're advertising as clean. And then what farther could it be from just, you know, selling a game that claims it's the official game, but it's really not, and just on a modded cartridge or some shit? Like, it does make you wonder. I'm not saying they are doing this, but there's really no evidence of it yet. If there is, would be, but it's just like something that makes you constantly wonder and question and think, because all the shady practices they've been constantly being exposed for. Now, I'm going to be very nice about this. Like, these guys don't really deserve my input or criticism on this shit, but you know what? I'm going to help them out because they need to learn from somebody who knows how to take criticism properly. So I'm going to give an example of how to properly receive criticism, Joey and all the team, because bro, you guys don't know how to. So yeah, I'll give you an example. So on my last video, I did get a comment about proper criticism about one of my videos. What happened was I wasn't recording or editing with my headphones on, and I noticed that one of the like sides of the audio were like not really playing out in one input. It was like mono, and the guy mentioned it to me, one of the guys, and big shout out to you, by the way, if you're watching this video, because I would have never found this out if I wasn't like, you know, wasn't really receiving this criticism. And he was saying that like, hey man, I love your videos, but this I can't hear it properly. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm sorry, bro. Like, yeah, I'll fix that next video. And then now, hopefully now, it's definitely going to be fixed now because I'm going to make sure of it. But yeah, like that's like one small example of just how to constantly improve something so small that could really get you a long way. So my point to you, to the DKOldies team, is that just if you actually just own up to your shit and not be like have a stick up your ass and have a big ego about everything and act like man children, maybe your stuff would be better and your company would probably flow better, make more sales. Like literally, like not every criticism has to be taken with a grain of salt. Like some of them can be very nitpicky. It just depends on the criticism, but a lot of it could really help you. Just kind of pick and choose what could help you best and also what could help the company best. But you know, I know they don't give a shit, and I know like if they're watching this, they're probably gonna block me on Twitter or some shit, even though I don't really use it. But who knows, bro? Like these guys, yeah, these guys are actually, I think I'm starting to convince that they're worse than GameStop. Now this is also another thing why piracy is still a big common thing, because these companies are getting so damn greedy for trying to profit off old retro stuff that not even the publishers are really making money off of it anymore. And yeah, like for example, I do have a PS2 that's a Slim that's in my room. I have it connected through Ethernet ports just for the retro hardware setup, just to have that retro style look. And some of the games don't work on emulator and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I have a lot of old games I don't own anymore. And yeah, I pirated the damn games with ISOs and stuff because I really don't give a shit. They're 20 years old. And if you're watching this and you get offended by me just saying that, well, then I'm sorry. I just don't give a fuck. But anyways, yeah, it's just like they're 20 years old, bro. And then I understand if it's like with new games, obviously you probably shouldn't be doing that, obviously. But you know, what can you do when you have limited access to old hardware? And some people don't like collecting the physical stuff. Like for me, I don't really care. Physical copies are cool, but I don't really need it, you know? I also happened to find a really cool gem that I found at a thrift store a while back, and it was like an old fat PS2. It was about 2 years ago. This thing was definitely used, not cleaned or nothing. Had no cords or anything, but I actually did have the cords to make sure this thing actually worked. And to my surprise, it was only $7. I was really shocked. Like, yeah, it was a gamble because, you know, it was so cheap. But I actually opened it up. As you can see, it's pretty dirty and stuff because, like I said, it was dirt cheap. You know, and I could probably show you the back a little bit. As you can, hopefully this camera can show that and make up for it and just focus. But yeah, this thing, very dirty, but very like decent buy for just a collector's item. And I did not open it up or anything, but I did like plug it in, and it did boot and work, and everything worked. I was surprised. The thing was the CMOS battery was dead, but because you could tell in the menu, like there's like one dot instead of like the spinning dots, because it was supposed to keep track of your time. But yeah, this was a good deal, and yeah, this is sometimes goes to show that sometimes buying shit used, yeah, it might be a little dirty and stuff, but sometimes too, like since for how cheap this was, I could probably just open it up and clean it. But yeah, that's my point is not to like not profit at all, but like yeah, find something at a fair price. But like for example, this store underpriced it and everything. But yeah, just come on, bro. Just my point is just like advertise what it's worth, you know. Also, does anyone know the CEO? His name is Derek. Like, does anyone know that if he actually does anything? Because I tried to look it up to see what he does. Like, he is the CEO of this place and owner. But he's like your typical CEO or some shit, I swear, because I tried looking him up. I found like a LinkedIn page, but nothing extremely active. And yeah, it was just like he was nowhere to be found. He couldn't even like wear like a fancy suit or nothing, like, you know, fake it till you make it type crap. But yeah, I could not find anything. Like, does this dude just sit at home, watch his three kids or some shit with his wife and just be an average white dad and shit? Oh man, I'm going too far with that. But hey, yeah, that's just like I just don't get it, bro. At least fucking be a part of your video or make it cheesy like, hello, I am Derek and I own DKOldies. But no, I don't know, bro. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one was definitely a little bit of a different video I type of like to make, but I could not hold myself back on this, and I wanted to spread the awareness of this shady ass company because, bruh, this type of stuff goes around for way too often and way too long, bro, and no one really, like, it's amazing that the internet can finally call people out on shit that actually is true, you know, because it just seems like nowadays people just try to fucking, you know, try to cancel everything without evidence, but this one definitely had some, so I'm very glad it did. Also, to all the newcomers and viewers that may attract when you see this video, if you guys want to stick around, I do make morbid, like I said, morbid curiosity, true crime, but also occasional commentary videos such as this one. Whatever's on my mind, this genre of my channel is basically just kind of whatever I want to do, basically what mood I'm feeling. But yeah, recently it's been a lot of like shocking content and stuff, but yeah, I hope you guys stick around if you're really interested. If you guys like my content, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoy it, yeah, make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers. It's been almost 7 years since I've been making videos, and these last couple years I've been really slowly taking off by getting a couple thousand subscribers each year, which is kind of nice and awesome. So thank you guys, by the way. So yeah, it'd be a really big dream come true if I can get this channel to really grow this year. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Okay, I'm gonna get out of your hair now, and also, guys, do not get scammed. Whatever you do, do not buy from these fuckers.